Engage in intercourse without a bow tie.
We were. I'm just gonna start recording because we have to pick up this conversation. But we were watching golf the other day, and in some tournaments, on like a special hole, they'll they'll put on a jersey or something, or they'll wear something kind of funky. Well, someone like put on a basketball jersey, and Amy was so confused because she was just like, "Isn't that exactly how Monty wants to dress on the golf course? Like, why is that not allowed all the time?"
Imy's asking good questions. She's an
Right.
insightful woman, and
Yes.
she's like, you know what? What the hell are we doing if why Monty's wearing cloth like everyone else, and I don't see any reason why he can't wear cloth if he wants to.
Sure.
His own style of cloth. I mean, listen, why are we being picky?
Well,
I mean, listen, if I asked you to bring a donkey and you brought the wrong donkey, I'm like, what kind of donkey is this? It's a donkey, man.
Well, as the bros surely take over golf, it's only a matter of time before
yeah, true.
the way people dress.
Because I don't think you would ever have seen hoodies 20 years ago.
No, I don't like the idea of a hoodie because you got a backswing.
True.
Get caught in the hood.
Well, now with your new swing,
Especially, yeah.
they're really
yeah, buddy, it's all the way around. I'm doing 720s.
Welcome everyone to episode 8 of season 7 of Where's That Bar Cart. I'm one of your hosts, Nick. Alongside me is
I am Daryl,
and I'm Monty Scott, and I'm fired up. I've got a whole new living room set. I'm excited.
That's awesome. Great to have you back. We missed you. There was a lot of talk last week about rap names. Did you, just to contribute, did you ever have a rap name?
You mean aliases? Like I have many aliases.
Well, yeah, we're somewhat aware of that, but ever in a music avenue?
No, I've done a little musically other than singing with you guys and various professionally musically. I found music a curiosity. I guess me and my dad had an odd relationship. He was a good musician, and I was
not a musician.
Yes, ultimately not a musician at all. So no, rapping was not a thing that we were trying to do. Nor the cardboard on the floor and when you were rolling around.
Breakdancing?
Breaking, yeah. I wasn't into that.
Yeah. Just the cardboard on the floor and rolling around.
You sounded like the most white person on this podcast, and you're the least white person on this podcast.
It's true. And I came from the home of breaking, but to me, it's just guys with cardboard rolling around. What are we doing?
Where's the home of breaking?
Scarborough, for Canada.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know if anyone broke. I was skateboarding. I was gleaming the tube.
Were you a good skateboarder? Like, were you?
I was the best out of my group of friends.
Is that right?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I'm very coordinated for foot to foot. Making quick moves on my feet is really my forte.
Yeah.
Running full speed and then turning 90 degrees is my forte.
When you were rolling through the streets of Scarborough on your skateboard, the crowbar that I'm picturing you carrying it, would you use that to push yourself like a canoe almost, or were you just twirling it in the air as you rolled through?
One of the occasions I was talking about with the crowbar, I skateboarded to it with my crowbar. It came where I was on a skateboard.
That was your mode of transportation to and from.
So somebody drove by in a car and there's there's a kid on a skateboard with a crowbar.
Yeah. Well, it's Scarborough, so that's probably there's probably 6 kids that day.
Yeah,
that
they were like, "What is there a parade?" What's happening?
No, I guess being the white guys, I guess that's what the kids are into these days, eh? Yeah, skateboards and crowbars, eh? Hey, be careful. Take your crowbar.
Kids have always been into crowbars. That's always been. I remember when we were kids, all the kids used to wear steel toe boots, which was a weird thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge.
I got kicked with steel toe boot. It really stands out.
Oh yeah, my bullies, the 3 of them used to wear steel toe boots, and they would kick me every day, all day.
Jesus.
So
wow.
So this thumb that used to be dislocated, they would literally kick it out of joint.
What?
And then if I was lucky, they would kick it back into, because I would constantly try to be blocking their kicks.
Of course.
But they were much bigger than me. And they used to kick routinely. I'd be walking around with my thumb going the wrong way. until
Oh my God.
hopefully they would kick it back into place the next day as I walked by.
Jesus, Daryl.
Yeah, high school was a great time, guys. Junior high and high school, great times.
Wow,
When
this is
they
wow.
failed grade 12, that was not a good time for me.
Jesus.
You grew up in Rikers Island. What part of the Maritimes was that?
He was in Sing Sing.
Yeah, that's wow. I didn't. I mean, I've been kicked by the steel toe, but it was only other people were kicking me, so it stood out as a kick.
Well,
Because
I don't think you'd be kicked by a steel toe by yourself.
no,
I don't know what
exactly.
you had to
Yeah.
say that other people were kicking you with steel
No,
toe.
I'm saying I didn't have a trio of bullies kicking me with all steel toes because you can't differentiate who's got a weaker steel toe. Because other feet feel flappy until you get kicked with a steel toe, and you're like, that is a diligent foot, you know? Because the other feet is like, especially I got a relatively big head. Kick me in the head with a foot when I'm on the ground, flappy foot. Now you kick me with steel toe, I'm like that, getting my attention with that.
Do you
Yeah.
recall where on your body you were kicked with a steel toe?
I believe it was the head.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's wild.
But I was being kicked by a lot of people. We're fighting the Quebecers at the time.
Is this an episode of Letterkenny you're thinking about right now?
No, we'd go to Quebec City. For my high school, we'd go to Quebec City all the time, and between Christmas and New Year's, and stay for New Year's and then leave. So I guess maybe the 26th to New Year's, and we would just go for we're high school kids, and we would bring like I don't know, like try to bring everyone brings a pound of weed, and then we'd bring like a bunch of LSD and what do you call it and then we get drunk. And so it was so cold that we're just like plastered hanging around. Quebec City seems like a very alien place. Yeah, at the time, Scarborough was cold too, but we were like, it was so cold, it was so crazy, and and they let us drink too, because Quebec is a different drinking age, so we're all
Mm.
drinking, and then at the end, we end up trying to fight people. We end up getting in fights. Um, I remember I punched my neighbor that time too. Uh,
Separate incident, or
You
no,
have
in
a
the
steel
same
toe boot?
incident. What's
oh.
that?
Did you have a steel toe boot on your hand when you punched him?
No, no, no.
Flabby
Um,
fist?
it was the banquet, for the end of the trip kind of thing. It was New Year's, and so I don't know.
Banquet. I'm sorry, hold on. So a bunch of teenagers go to Quebec City unchaperoned, and you had a
Yes,
banquet.
yeah. One of the guys who organized it is the guy I threatened with a crowbar. I don't know afterwards. I forget when. Um,
It's a web of stories. The interconnectedness
Yeah.
is just
no, it was just high school, you know what I mean?
wow.
So anyway, we'd go. It was fun times, and I remember. Oh, this is a fun story, I guess. I remember. I was out of money, I think, at that point.
Uh-huh.
I was a relatively shoestring budget at the time,
Sure.
and being in high school, I didn't have as much money.
Peeling potatoes in a basement doesn't pay like you think it's gonna
It
pay.
doesn't
You
pay
know?
like it used to. I mean, I got money. I had a girlfriend at the time. I was trying to, I don't know. She wasn't sucking money out of me, but I was like, I was just entertained. I hadn't needed money, and so anyway, I lost money. But then I found $20 on the floor right before New Year's, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I bought like 4 drinks. At the time it would get you at least 4 drinks. So I got like 4 drinks, and I just started pounding them. I pounded like
Mm.
at least 2 drinks, and then I had one more drink, and then my buddy who I just met from over by your golf course there, buddy, and I saw him, and he always wears a hat, and he's the funniest, nicest guy, and I just saw him giving uppercuts to this guy, and then his hat came off, and then he got powered up. I realized that if you fight him, you leave his hat on, bro, because that guy. Once his hat comes off, he goes into turbo. He's like, "Oh my god!" And then I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And then so I wanted a piece of it. Somebody was doing something, and then I hit them. And then my neighbor, who was like a couple years older than me, neighbor being he lived on my street, was a couple years older than me. He's like, "Yo, Monty, calm down," and he had me like by the lapels or whatever, and
It was a
I mean,
banquet after all.
it
They had to
was.
be in
Yeah.
black tie.
I was in a three-piece suit, and
Had you had a cummerbund, I thought you were gonna say.
so he grabbed me. He was looking at me. He's like, "Monty, calm down." And I was like, I looked at him, And I paused, and I was like, and then I punched him in the face, and, and his lip went through his tooth, and he was like, and he was all angry at me. He's like, "What the hell's even going?" And I'm like, I didn't know who you were." He's like, he looked at me, he looked at me, and he punched me in the face. And I'm sorry, Ian, I did it, and I was wrong. But I don't know
Wow.
why. I was already in attack mode, and he was like, Monty, like maybe because he had me by the lapels, but I was like, nah, this guy needs a punch. Everyone's getting a paddling, you know what I mean? And I was like, nah. And then so I punched him in the face,
Wow.
and then it rolled into more fights, and that's when at some point I was causing a lot of fuss. I was punching a lot of people. I'm surely,
Sure.
and because I had gone completely out of the control at the time. And then that's when I was thrown down and people were kicking me
I
because there was
see.
other people. There was way more, and we thought we were fighting the Quebecers, but I think we're all from Ontario. You know what I mean? We
Uh,
that was the tragedy of it all.
it was an
Was
Anglo on Anglo crime.
it was. I think. I assume. I don't. I mean, it was like a. I imagine it was a banquet for all the people that do this, rather than it's not a bunch of Quebecers. It was a lot of friendly fire as far as it goes, and just so anyway, they were all kicking me, and then what? And I was like, yeah, you know, no big deal. I was kind of rolling. I was trying to roll my way into prosperity in that kind of situation, where I'm like, you know, don't let them, don't stay stationary when they're kicking you,
Right.
keep rolling. And then a guy kicked me, and I was like, oh
And that got your attention.
yeah. And then I got up. At the time I was taking it as a Swedish massage. It wasn't bad. It was less painful than massage I received easily until the goddamn steel toe. Even with the steel toe, I would have taken that kicking over the massage easily.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because the kicking was just fun for me, really. Honestly, I didn't care. I don't think I took any injury out of that fight. Poor Ian probably took the worst of it because he had. I really socked him. I punch hard, I guess. I have big shoulders. I don't have big arms. You know what I mean? I have small wrists, big shoulders. I punch people. It looks sometimes they seem like they're in outer space. They're just wandering around. Like you
Wow.
punch people and they're like messed up. And so Ian,
Jesus.
um, what do you lip through his tooth?
Wow.
And I was like, I don't know. I apologized to him, but he wasn't having it. And you know, he was angry.
Sure.
He was bigger than me. I think he wanted to beat me up then, but I was like, I'm like, easier said than done. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it didn't really work out for him the last time he tried to ration with you. You know what I mean? Like talking, using his words was he got the butt end
No,
of that
no, he was 100%
punch.
right to want to beat me up after that. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, it's easier said than done. You saw all these guys kick me, and that was fun.
And not, you know, you're okay. Like back then, I suppose, okay, losing a fight, like your psyche wasn't damaged. You weren't
Ah.
morally hurt. Just roll with it.
No, I mean honestly, I'm 5'7". At the time, I was 140 pounds maybe.
Right.
Um, so I mean, I I won most of the fights I fought, but then I was like, always if I lost a fight, I was like, I'm 5'7", I'm 140 pounds. Who am I, the greatest of all time?
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm like so I never took it in a bad way. I like to me, I was like, I fought so many people that I was like, um, I just enjoyed it. You know, when you start hitting people, you get a taste for it. You know what I mean? You're like, I
What
don't mind.
kind of winning percentage are we talking?
Oh, I easily 90%, I think.
Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Maybe I fought 20 people, I guess.
Hmm.
And like on a one-on-one kind of situation, not just beating people up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I gotta have won almost all of those. I mean, more
Wow.
or less.
Incredible.
A couple times, I lost to this one guy. He had just got out of prison, and he was crafty. Um, but that was only by decision. Again, I was never
By decision, there were judges.
well, my own decision. I mean, I mean, like you can't say you won that fight. I was my own judge. Yeah, I'm like the judge can't be bribed. I'm like, no, I mean, you can't say you won that one. You know. Even my dad said,
Wow.
"Looked like you got the hell beat out of you." I'm like, "Well, come on, Dad. I'm trying out here." Because my dad wanted me to fight as many people as possible. You know what
Well, that's what musicians are like. They love a good
I
fight.
mean? Life of a musician. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was a.
Well, it's great to have you back, Monty.
Oh, glad to be here.
Yeah. You seem fired up too. You seem excited, in good spirits.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. Um, No, I am in good spirits.
You've been hitting
Uh,
the simulator a lot
no,
still?
I have a rib injury that has been
Oh, damn.
you know, I was with Daryl last night and I was like, I swear to God, if I sneeze, I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's that bad.
collapse.
Damn.
No, but I sneezed twice in front of Daryl, and I was like, it went pretty well.
Huh?
Yeah, that was the judge's decision.
Judges are like, this guy's killing this. No, so
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
this sneezes.
I'm excited because I'm almost healed. I'm not too bad.
I see.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
feeling good. Like I sneezed the day before yesterday, and I think I might have shit my pants. It was the most painful thing of all time.
Besides a massage.
Yeah, or a massive head injury.
The head injuries are actually pretty painless, really. Like, once you have the head injury, you're like everything gets like quieter, you know.
Hmm.
The pain, the pain is less.
It's coming up to the anniversary of Monty's head injury.
Is that
Already,
right?
I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
St. Patty's Day, right?
Patty's Day.
Right.
I guess 8 years ago.
Wow.
Holy, time flies.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Well, yeah. My for the listeners, my life was spared because I was injured, I head injured, and then I lived.
Yeah.
Because they thought I was gonna die, and my head was as big as Modoc. It's a Marvel reference.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
He's a guy that's all head.
Look how far you've come in 8 years. You're a married man.
Yeah.
You're,
mhm.
on the other side of 50. You're doing a
Uh-huh.
very
Yes.
successful podcast.
Yeah.
In its
I'm
seventh
fired up.
season.
Seventh season.
A revamped golf swing.
Yeah.
So
You're
that's correct.
sneezing without shitting your pants now.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty good.
Yeah,
This man is firing on all cylinders. You kidding
it's
me?
amazing.
Everything's coming up roses. I yeah, no, I'm happy for the 7 years because I had to make a deal with a number of people to come back, you know,
Is that right?
because well, I don't. You guys maybe heard the story. My mom and my sister were downtown, and they came to my bedside in the ICU,
Hmm.
and my sister was beside my bed, and my mom was like, "Listen, stop the Mother Teresa shit. We're trying to find your brother," because she thought that my sister was just at the bedside of a random mongoloid. You know what I mean? Like my head
Wow.
was
Right.
gigantic to the point where my mother didn't recognize me, and she's like, "Listen, we got to find your brother."
Jesus.
God bless all the people who have heads the size of garbage lids, but we got to find your brother. And she's like, this is him. And
Jesus.
then they were like, they didn't think I was gonna. They were like, okay, is he gonna be okay? And they're like, maybe.
Hmm.
And they're like, so he might. They're like, he's, everyone's got a shot. And so then they came back, I think, and the next day they're like, well, he's okay because the swelling. They were gonna buzzsaw my head because my swelling in my head was too big. And then they're like, well, maybe he'll be okay. And then the third day I was fine.
Wow.
And they came back and they're like, I don't know, he's like fine.
But like, yeah, 2 days of touch and
Hmm.
go.
Hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah, yeah. It's but it's so much better when you're in a coma.
Is it?
Well, you got no angst at all. I didn't sweat me no how. I woke up, I was pissed. I told my sister first time when I woke up, when I came conscious, and they took they had the thing down my throat to breathe,
Hmm.
and they took that out, and I was like, where the fuck is my money? Because somebody owed me money, and I was
Oh,
like, best. So I woke up full landlord.
wow.
Where the fuck is my money? And she's like, no, I think he's back.
I only met Monty, I guess, after this incident. I didn't really know you beforehand. But obviously, Daryl, you did. Any discernible differences?
No, he's always been like that. This, as far as I've known him. I actually, we went out for drinks the St. Patty's the year before that, I believe.
Hmm.
You remember we went to a Mexican restaurant, Monty, you and
We
I,
did,
for St.
yeah.
Patty's Day.
Although we only had a few drinks, and then we went off
Yeah,
our separate ways. Yeah, but yes, I remember. I remember. Yeah, because at the time I was working with Daryl a little bit.
Yeah. So no, he's fully recovered, I'd say.
Amazing.
That's why they couldn't understand because they were truly like, are like you like always like this? They're like, because they can't tell. Because I would be like, I don't know. I mean, I think so. I don't. It seems like I'm more or less. But I had said when I fell down, I had lost the. I think I was telling you guys. I'd knocked. I lost the back talk in your head. Everyone's got a monologue.
Oh yeah,
I
right.
have a strong one particularly, but I lost it.
Hmm.
So that's when I was like not okay
Yeah.
because I was more or
Wait a
less
minute.
okay.
You
Mhm.
didn't have internal thoughts?
No,
I guess all thoughts are internal, but yeah.
I guess you could. Your thought right now
So
is
you just
verbal.
your head was completely empty.
Yes,
Wow.
but I was fully
Huh.
functioning, and especially in the hospital, because I was angry because they wouldn't tell me why they were holding me. Because in the head injury ward, everyone's fucked,
Hmm.
and I was just miraculously fine.
Jesus Christ.
So
Wow.
they're like everyone else is like bedridden, and I'm walking around going like, anyway, guys, like, you gonna let me out or what?
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't know, whatever. And then I'd be like, you gonna let me out? And they're like, are you staff? And I'm like, first of all, are you holding your staff? And second of all, if you can't tell if I'm staff, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm
I'm
like,
sorry,
are
hold
you
on.
allowed to go, miss?
I
Dude,
need some explanation about what you're talking about right now.
I can I
They
can
thought
I
you were staff?
they thought he was an employee of the hospital.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But then why are
And
you
then
holding your staff? I'm confused.
Well, I mean, like, the staff would be able to come and go as they please, no? I mean, they're not incarcerated, the staff.
What, weren't you in like a hospital gown?
No.
You're just in scrubs?
walking
No, I,
around.
I wasn't in scrubs. No, I wasn't in scrubs. I was in
Doctor,
um
we gotta get you into
Dr.
surgery.
Scott.
I but that's the kind of monkey business I was up to. I could have took some scrubs because I was just loose in the hospital and my
Wow.
head wasn't right. So I'm like, I don't know. And that's what I mean. I was walking around and they had me there I was there for a month.
Jesus.
So for the last 3 weeks, I was just a maniac walking around. I was like in the kitchen. I had all the converters for the lobby, TVs. I had all the controllers in my pants because I
In
was
your
running.
pants, no less.
Yeah, I had them all because I'm like, nah, because I'm running the ward now. And I'm like, are you guys gonna let me go or what? And they're like, are you staff? Who are? I was like, who? Is this a dream? You know? And because everybody else
I
was.
like I like that the idea that there's someone on staff at a hospital who controls all the remote controls to TVs.
Well, see, I was not. I had no internal monologue because I was aggravated, and I was like way crazier than usual. So I'd be like looking at somebody, I'm like, I could strangle them right now, and I would get no back talk.
Wow.
Because if you're strangling somebody, you'd be like, probably like, maybe you shouldn't strangle them. What your thoughts? Why are you Why are you strangling them?
And full like motor skills, like you were fine basically right away.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I wouldn't be allowed to, but I'm telling you right now, if you left him in a hospital and my only thing was a skateboard, I would have been able to land a kickflip in a number of days.
Jesus.
I
Although,
don't think they would let you on a skateboard with a
oh,
major head injury.
the
Yeah.
absolute worst thing I could be practicing for sure.
Yeah. But fully confident you could pull it off.
Well, I think I probably could have led it, or I could have died trying for real.
Sure. Yeah.
Because they told me later, like, they didn't tell me anything. That was, I was in St. Michael's Hospital. Big up to St. Michael's Hospital for real. I'm gonna donate some money to them. I keep reminding myself, but I'm cheap like that.
Sure.
So I'm gonna donate some money to them. They're honestly great, except they gave me no explanations, which would have been helpful. And so
Mm,
that's how I ended up escaping from the hospital.
right. They gave you no explanations for why you were staying.
Right. Because, I mean,
And
everybody else, if you can't get out of the bed, you need no explanation.
sure. And so you took it upon yourself to check out.
Yes, that was time. So I was like, I'm just gonna go because the hell we doing?
And what happened from there?
Well, they tried to get me back because like I had I guess a day pass. I could just they just said you could just leave whenever you want, but I'm supposed to come back.
Hmm.
So and my mom had taken my shoes because she's smart and she's like, because I was badly head injured and they put me in that hospital. I was out of the ICU, and she told my brother-in-law, take his shoes, and he's like, what? And she's like, just take his shoes. And she just figured there might be an occasion down the road where I'm going to try to run away.
Right.
And she's like, take his shoes. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
put a kink in his plans. But it didn't because I found out later I was wearing pajama pants. But I had, and so I went out in the street and I went to the Starbucks and I was only in socks. Taking an elevator down to the floor with only in socks is you really got to whistle as you go down the
Yeah, that's a
elevator,
choice.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
bold
well,
move.
every time I've been in a hospital, that's what all the staff are doing.
Sure. Yeah.
Staff are all
Yeah,
often
there's no
shoeless.
shoes. That's how
Yeah,
you can tell who
Yeah.
yeah.
the staff is. They're not wearing shoes.
Yeah. Walking into
No.
a Starbucks is another choice.
Oh
With
yeah,
Yeah.
socks.
but I don't know. You guys know how I am. I was just like, well, especially for me then. I was like, it's almost like it's my Starbucks. Like, who is this guy? I'm like, I think he owns the Starbucks. I'm like, yo, get out of my way, get out of my way, Charlie. I moved somebody out of their own seat. I'm like, yeah, get out of here. Anyway, uh, like that guy's not wearing shoes. He thinks he's running things. I think and I didn't know I was wearing pajamas for. I was wearing those pajama pants for well, at least a month when I was out of the hospital, and
Wow.
I remember I was walking around the Bridalwood Mall because that's where my parents were staying, and I was staying over by there. And the cops, I was just walking around in circles around the Bridalwood Mall, like maybe a kilometer around the whole thing,
Hmm.
and just for I don't know exercise or something. And the cops like gave me a big long stare down, like they drove up, and then they were like almost in front of me, and I was like, "You guys gonna move it?" I was just like, "You guys gonna move it along? What the hell are you doing?"
Right.
And I realized later, because my nieces were like, "Those are pajamas," and I'm like, "No, they're not. They're plaid pants." And she's like, "Those are pajamas," and I'm like, "They're casual Scottish pants. I don't see."
Scottish pants.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure is not a thing.
Well, I was like, listen, because I went to a restaurant with Barry and Nick. I was walking around Scarborough in pajamas straight up, and like it took my nieces to be like, and they're like, "Those are pajamas," and I'm like, "No, they're the same as your pants." They're like, "These are my clothes." So that's why the cops were giving me like a look down because like there's a pajama clad man just circling the mall, and I'm like, "Yo, move it along, Charlie. What the hell are you doing?"
Jesus.
And they're like, okay, he's an assertive pajama clad man because I wasn't taking I was pretty aggressive at the time. I lost any filters of civility,
Wow.
so that was along with my lack of like lost the self talk in your head. I
Mm.
also lost the filters of civility, and I was like often be like I was angry. I guess I'm kind of generally a violent person, I guess, and I was just like I could just kill that person right now. I was real, like I was full on psycho with like no self talk.
Wow.
But I guess something stopped me because I didn't kill nobody.
We're happy
Well,
about
I mean
that.
nobody was doing nothing to me.
Sure.
Co-
How
The
long did
cops
you
gave
like
me the once over.
could you pick up stand up again pretty easily afterwards?
Yeah, but I mean it was a little while, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I came back to Absolute Comedy and I was talking about the head injury, and I think the audience was like, and I was like, I don't know, this set could have gone better. And they're like, DeBonis, our buddy DeBonis was like, I think maybe you're a bit too real because I was just talking about the whole thing just kind of happened, and so and it wasn't like I had a um really particular jokes. I was just thought it was fun.
Yeah, sure. Right.
I
Damn.
took it more cavalierly than the audience, I think.
Mm.
But
That's
also, I was
wild,
still head
man.
injured, so I might have been a little bit loopy.
True.
Took me 6 months till the voices came back.
I this is nowhere near the same whatsoever, but just as you were talking about cops eyeing you, and I was in the LCBO the other day, and I still wear a mask when I'm in like most public places. I go to the LCBO, wear a mask, and I keep getting fucking followed around by security guards because I'm in a mask, and
Sure.
I kind of get it, but it's sort of annoying. And I was in one, and a security guard's following me. He's about 20 feet away from me, and in walks this short guy with a toque and a mask on, like a mask covering his mouth, and he walks about 10 feet to the side of me, walks right up to some whiskey bottles, goes really close to them, and stuffs two under his jacket, and then just walks out. And the security guard was looking at me the whole time. And I was just like, what? Like, what? I'm in a pea coat from Banana Republic. Like, what? Like, he's right there. You can see everything that's in my coat. Yeah. Anyway.
I
One
love
time,
that. I couldn't agree. Any man who even knows the word peacoat is probably not the guy robbing you. I
Right.
imagine.
Yeah. I felt culpable somehow.
I was away with friends one time, and I had to go get more alcohol. It was outside of Belleville somewhere, and I couldn't decide. I was so hungover. I'm like, what do I want to drink?
Yeah.
Because I get in those moods, so sometimes like I can't have a beer. I just can't have another beer right now. So I literally spent a half an hour just walking around this little liquor store outside of Belleville. And I finally decided on some whiskey or something, and I went up to the cashier, and I could see them watching me and everything. And I swear, as I'm paying, two cops came running in, and they're like, "Where is he?" And they're like, "It's okay, it's okay."
He's just hungover.
Yeah, that's literally. And they did. They came running in. Where is he? And I was like, "Oh my god!" They called the cops on me because I couldn't make a decision. I couldn't believe it.
My decision making. Come on, guys, for loitering. What do you want me? What do you want me for? That is wild. Well, I guess that's a land where the cops aren't too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess
I
so.
mean, they found the liquor store was about to get held up.
Yeah.
The man is taking the longest. Takes his time.
Yeah. Can you describe what he's wearing? Is he wearing a pea coat?
He's wearing a mask.
Casual Scottish pants? What is he?
It's like it strikes me that it's like people who rob the LCBO and like there's a string in, at least in Toronto or the GTA, of young people doing smash and grabs at jewelry stores and malls. Is like this is happening more and more, but they're all in masks, and it's just it's funny to me how I'm trying to protect my health and they're just trying to protect their identity. That's the one thing we share in common.
Yeah.
Well, I always used to do that joke in the pandemic was like I thought it was a addition to our civil rights is wearing a mask, not because I'm like as you never got to be a masked man.
Yeah.
It's always considered like they're up to something.
Yeah.
And I guess those guys are worried about the facial recognition. I don't know what they do. Maybe Rogers or Loblaws or whatever. They get your name in the blender.
Sorry, can you explain that sentence?
Facial recognition software?
Yeah, they put you in there, and then Galen Weston tries to clone you or whatever they're trying to do.
Tries to make a President's Choice version of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you can clone someone from a video of them. I think you need more than just a video.
Well, you could be right, Daryl, or I could be right. They're up to something. I don't exactly know what. I might be the President's Choice version of myself. There might be a better version of myself out there, the Loblaws version.
In golf news, there's a new season of Full Swing was released on Netflix. Are you guys into watching Full Swing at all?
I don't have Netflix.
Okay, good.
You don't have Netflix?
Yeah. Why do we have to have this conversation every time I mention I don't have Netflix?
I can't
And
help.
say, it's only $5.99. Why don't you have Netflix? And I'm like, because I don't use it. Why do I have it if I don't use it? And
no, you know what? Listen, buddy.
You make a good point. You make a good point, is what you always say. And then
I'm sorry for being memento. I only it might be part of my
Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
It might be part of my head injury, but I'm just like, because I can't. You know what, Daryl? I can't digest it. It won't just go into my brain. Like he just doesn't have Netflix. I'm like, nah. It's some sort of elaborate ruse, or not elaborate ruse. He just says he doesn't have Netflix, but he's got it. Surely.
No. I had it for like a month, and then I was like, I've watched everything. There's nothing for me on this.
Yeah, not that it's that great. I'm just, it is relatively cheap.
Are Are you a Full Swing fan though, Monty? Are you utilizing the Netflix service to watch Full
I'm a
Swing?
huge fan of Full Swing in that my swing is now full.
Ah, I see.
I'm
You've copied your swing or the swing after the name of the show.
exactly. Now I have a
Wow.
full swing. I didn't realize I was only swinging half. I've never even heard of Full Swing.
Oh, okay. It's a Netflix show that covers golfers. It's like a documentary about pro golfers.
I heard they're covering Hadwin and Taylor, though. I heard that much.
They're Hadwin and Taylor are in it a lot. There's almost a whole episode devoted just to Scotty Scheffler getting arrested, which is pretty
that's good.
fascinating. Yeah, it was a really good one. Yeah, really fun season.
I thought we were gonna riot like the who's the black dude Floyd that got killed. I wanted to do the
George
same thing for
Floyd?
Scheffler, who was inconvenienced.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
he did live, though.
He
Yeah.
did, and he was only mildly inconvenienced, but at the same time,
Yeah.
let's get after him.
All the
Riot.
bros were going to come out. All the...
I was ready to go. I was gonna bring my tiki torch.
Yeah, it was funny because when we were at the President's Cup in Montreal, you always knew who the people going to the President's Cup. When you're walking around Montreal, you're like,
Oh yeah.
everybody's dressed in. Can you imagine the riots? Everybody dressed like golfers. Fucking else.
The police would have to bring marshals in just to control the crowd.
Driving around on golf carts
Yeah.
instead of horses, just
Yeah.
trying to corral everybody.
The golfers oddly falling in line.
Bring in the marshals. Where are the marshals?
We've got a golf riot on the go.
We're bringing in an international team of marshals.
There's 3 groups on one T block.
Could you please hurry up?
I've never seen anything like that. Like it.
Somebody threw a garbage can through a pizzeria. Like you're slowing everybody up.
The weird thing is they're all carrying 14 weapons, but no one's using them as weapons.
You got one guy with a
This is
notebook looking at all the stores on fire.
This is the quietest riot I've ever heard in my life.
Sir, you better
Please.
tuck that shirt in. Tuck that shirt in.
I've never seen a riot with that many tucked in shirts.
And visors. So many visors in this riot. You don't usually see that.
Jesus Christ, the accountants have had enough. This shit's on fire. Like this streetcar behind me is off the rails, just going through like the account. The goddamn golfers are going crazy, banging off the fucking walls.
Well, we
That-
have it ready. The next time Scotty Scheffler gets arrested, we're ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, call in the marshals.
Buddy, I'm coming in on a flaming golf cart. I'm gonna light the golf cart on fire, jump in it, and then I'm coming at you.
I didn't do my homework, Daryl. I didn't pick a Canadian company to feature. Who do you want to? Actually, no, I don't have them. But I needed some sunglasses because I went and got an eye test. Did I tell you I got an eye test?
No.
Did we
This
talk
is
about
news to
that
me.
on this? I've never had an eye test in my life, and I just thought, not that
Really?
I feel like my eyes are going, but I just sort of felt might as well go and see. And I have still perfect 20/20 vision at
That's remarkable.
almost 48 years
Wow.
old. He was like, no, there's nothing. He's like, you've got some damage from the sun. And he's like, do you wear a hat when you golf? And I said, yeah. He said, I'd recommend wearing sunglasses, which I've never really done. So I bought a pair of sunglasses. I don't have them yet, but I was like, let's go check out, see what Oakley has, and let's go, high end, whatever. And then I was like, no, why am I paying a fucking American company? And then I found Sundog sunglasses based out of Sundog out of Calgary, and bought a pair of sunglasses from them. They've shipped. I just don't have them. So shout out to
Oh,
Sundog.
wow.
Yeah.
Sundog.
Yeah. It's gonna be so annoying because they're from Calgary when Gina gets a box of sunglasses.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
A box of sunglasses.
Women's
Yeah.
sized only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
Sundog,
Gina's
that's a good
being
name.
outfitted by
Yeah.
Sundog. She's being driven around Sundog, the factory, with in a golf cart, just being sized.
I'll
I gotta
wear them
say,
next week.
Sundog rolls right off the tongue.
It does, right? Sundog.
That's a good name. I'm really impressed with the
solid name.
Sundog people.
Yeah.
You my Sundog now, bro.
So there's our Canadian company that we featured this week. Sundog
Buddy,
sunglasses.
you didn't
Well
need any
done.
homework. That was just the most organic thing of all
Yeah.
time.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Have
believe
you
you got your
guys?
eyes checked just for the love of the game.
Well, I mean, you don't know what you don't know kind of thing, right? My eyes could be fucked and I'm just gotten used to it type of thing. So I just wanted to go and see. And the doctor was baffled. He was just sort of like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Like, you're fine.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
The doctor gave himself anesthesia and he passed out. He's like, the only thing I do is knock myself out.
He took a huff of like laughing gas, and then I was like, I didn't even pay my bill. No, he said it's gonna go. He said it's gonna go in the next like probably 2 to 3 years at some point. It'll
Yeah,
The
slowly
hell
go.
kind of
But
bullshit is that? You should have punched
yeah.
him. Just for
because
like,
I had to get
don't tell me when it goes.
a vision test probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and I still had 20/20 vision.
Mm,
But yeah, now I need glasses to read anything.
yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
What?
Have you? Well, I never needed glasses until I was maybe 23. But I'd been working for the 3 years, and that's I guess why my eyes went. I was, computer or whatever. Um, because I went to the optometrist and I asked him like I never needed glasses all through school, and he's like, "Well, you've never used your eyes before." Uh, and I was like, "Oh,
Did he
goddamn,
say
yeah,
it just like that too? You've
yes,
never used your eyes before.
yes."
Was he a southern doctor?
Was he was he a relative of yours? That sounds like something only a Scott doctor would say.
No, he wasn't. I had to go. We had to sub that out because my doctor, my uncle was my doctor, but he wasn't like an eye doctor. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He wasn't a jack of all trades. And I went, and they're like, "I can't believe you could drive," and I'm like, "Well, and I'm like, everybody knows not to hit the fuzzy people.
Right.
It doesn't matter
Yeah,
if they're
yeah.
if they're moving, they're alive.
I see.
It doesn't. You don't hit them with a car. You don't have
Yeah.
to see every. I was telling these guys, maybe I shouldn't say, but I dialed back my prescription
Mm.
to less because I'm like I didn't need to see that good because I didn't want to waste it.
Hold on. I got to see if I can follow this.
Do you think you can only see so much in a lifetime? Is that what you're thinking? Like
I think my eyes just went thinking about that.
Yeah.
I think I need glasses now, just as I
Are
was
you
trying to
like
work my way through that.
are you like Trump and his thinking that every heart only has a certain amount of beats, and then once
Yeah,
it's got reached that, you die, and now
yeah,
every eye can only see so many objects until they just give out?
yeah. You wasted like 5 days playing racquetball just one time. Yeah, yeah. It's not that dissimilar a thought, I suppose. Well, I'm like, listen, man, I'm not a hunter. I don't need to see 300 yards away that clear.
I see.
So calm down is what I'm saying because it is a similar theory in that if you fix your eyes to the maximum, they're only gonna get slip off quicker. So I'm like,
I see.
I only need to see this good, like not bad.
Mm.
Um, so like calm down. I don't need the full vision.
I'm curious also, like you're not afraid to speak your mind on this podcast. But you started this rant by saying, I don't know if I should say this. Who are you
Yeah.
worried about? Is he your optometrist and avid golfer who listens to the
Bosch and
podcast?
Lom
And
or,
yeah,
Yeah, if the Bosch and Loam gets a hold of this, they're gonna.
this is where Monty draws the line, is the eye industry. I don't know if
No,
I should say this.
yeah. Don't take away my hunting license or whatever. You know what I mean? I won't be able to fly a plane no more.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
what I just the powers that be, they're like, listen, he's been messing around with his prescriptions, and I'm like, listen, listen, calm down, everybody.
Are you afraid like the Ontario driver's license people are listening and they're going,
Or
"Oh, wait a minute, he shouldn't be driving." Is
wait, hang on a second. Those only have glass in them. They're not real glasses. I'm like, yeah, they're cosmetic because I look cool. I don't need to see that good right now. Sure, I'm blind.
Wow.
I'm cutting a rug over here.
This was this
I'm
was
sorry, what?
yeah, I don't
Hold on, you can't he's
yeah.
cutting a rug. I mean, that means you're dancing, Monty. What's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, because I'm dancing in a Walmart or whatever. I was like, he's got fake glasses on. He's just having fun.
Well, we did talk about golf for a solid 3 minutes,
Yeah,
so that's
we
pretty
did.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It was a somber podcast. I appreciate you sharing, Bonzi, but there's not a lot of laughing matters around your head injury. But
I thought it was funny.
we pulled it out.
No,
Yeah.
oh, sorry guys, I didn't really even.
No,
I ended up talking on so much off the front there. I was I never but I never talked about that head injury very often on anything recorded. I don't think. Hard to say what they were doing in the hospital to me.
Yeah,
They might have been
were
recording.
running podcasts. Yeah, they had
I,
Do you think while you're in the coma that added a couple of years onto your eyesight?
yeah, I do think it added a period of time because like those eyes are getting pure rest. Pure rest. I felt my eyes were stronger. My buddy Garrett, who we had on the podcast, was like he came to visit me, and I was joking with him where I was like, yeah, these women like to watch me piss or whatever, and he's like, well, they're trying to make sure that you're okay. You can't fall down, and I'm like, I don't know, man. They seem to like it because they're always they would always follow me in the bathroom, and I'm like, these chicks are, I don't know, they can't get enough of me pissing. You know what I mean? And he's like, they're it's their job. They're trying to make sure you're okay, and you're like, so they say. Proofs in the
I
pudding.
like that you didn't know if you should talk about lowering your prescription.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah,
okay
yeah.
with just saying nurses enjoy watching patients go to the bathroom.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is, for a long time, they wouldn't let me piss alone, and you be the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you be the judge is the perfect way to sign off. That's incredible. Thanks everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Please rate, review, share, tell people about the podcast. The golf season's coming up. It's exciting. I don't know. Thanks, Comedy Records. That's all I got.
Yeah, it's March. It's March,
Yeah,
guys. It's almost
is
golf
March.
time in
Yeah,
Canada.
almost
yeah.
full time. Wow,
Yeah.
we're almost through this winter. You're the sundog now, dog.
Did we check to see if Sundog needs a jingle?
A jingle?
Because,
Okay, I'll reach out.
You're the
reach out.
Sundog now, dog.
Dog. I know you had like a melody in mind, and it came out opposite of what you were thinking, but you stuck through it anyways.
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to do a Sean Connery.
Oh, I see.
From the movie. He did the movie with the black dude where he was an author from '94. And he says, "You're the dog now," or "You're the man now, dog." That was Sean Connery. You're the man now, dog.
That was much better. Very good.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Sorry, we'll get you ready next time.
Get me ready, please.
Thanks, everyone.
Next time we should just all watch Monty P.
You tell me if you like it or you don't like it, but there's a lot of people watching me piss right now. And you're going to tell me they don't like it? I mean, they seem to like it. I don't know. You tell me. You be the judge.
I'm probably going to shade my eyes.
I
don't want to waste my amount of vision on seeing you pissing.
That's just a logical choice there. I would say that's logical, but it depends on the heart wants what it wants.
I'll wear sunglasses.
you wear the sundogs, baby.
Sundogs.
Put on those sundogs and watch me piss.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get splattered in the eye.
It don't need that kind of eye damage.
Put on the sundogs and watch me piss.
See you next week, everyone.
God bless you all.
That was what the late Henry Longhurst used to call the tradesman's entrance. Now, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes in the side, only if it goes in the back.
She can hit it, although it looks like it's strongly uphill, it's really...